Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Cat's Cottage. I am making me some coffee this morning in the kitchen, and it's still brewing. So I'm just going to do a walk around right in here and let y'all see where I'm sitting. Okay, turn it around. Now, okay, I don't know if I need to lower this or not. Probably do. There we go. Okay, I'll walk around slow, and then I'll go get my coffee. I'm gonna turn on this light right here. Here we go. Now, back. Okay. I got my aquarium on again this morning. Everything's good. When I get my aquarium on, I feel good. I feel like everything's gonna be wonderful. Okay, now I'm back turned back around. I'm gonna go in the kitchen. Okay. I'm gonna turn it back on me. Here we go. Sounds brewed. Got my pot right here. There we are. Cup's all warm and hot from sitting on the top of that. Can't do it on that other coffee pot. You can't sit no cup up there and warm it up. Not good English. Can't sit no cup. Oh, that's terrible, isn't it? Okay. Now this is all chicory. I've splurred as my reward. Oh, goodness. Yeah, this is my reward for getting everything settled. At least I hope it is. It hadn't come in the mail yet. It hasn't come in the mail yet. So when it comes in the mail, you know, the hard plastic driver's license, and it's correct, then I'll know, okay, it'll be time to celebrate all over again. I'll tell you, if you wondered, some of you that hadn't been watching and wondered what all the fuss is, uh, I had no idea that oh, I didn't have a correct ID. Um, anything never happened, like anything must have happened to my husband and I'm left alone. I wouldn't have a proper ID because my birth certificate didn't match my driver's license. So I went and got the driver's license. Finally, it's like pulling teeth. I just went out of town. I realized in town here, and I'm sorry, they got a lot of woke people or nutty. I just like to say nutty people or hateful people. Uh, I don't know exactly what the woke really means. I'm thinking it's people that aren't qualified for the job or something. Definitely, everything here in Memphis is corrupt. Everything. And they saw me coming, and they were not going to be nice. And they weren't. When I went to out of town, I went, I told you I went 64 miles away, 65 miles away. And I'd been to Dyersburg before. Nice town, nice little town. I didn't know how they were going to act. But they acted so nice to me, I just kind of was dumbfounded. I mean, I moved around so slow, and I thought, okay, Kathleen, he wants me to rush, and I'm not used to being somebody rushing me. I'm just used to wait, wait, wait. And but anyway, when she started questioning me about what I didn't tell her, different things on there, I answered truthfully. because I knew she was looking at it on the screen. Now, I've been married 3 times. So 3 times means I've had 3 different names with driver's license and plus a maiden name. So that is a lot of confusing things. So I eliminated one of the husbands. I just took on my first husband, which I had the 3 children with, and stuck with that. And when she said, "You've been married another time," and when she said that, I knew that she was looking at a screen with all my information. So I said, "Yes, ma'am." Uh, she said, "Well, he don't matter, does he?" I said, "No, he don't." So, if she'd asked me something, I just said, "Well, he's passed on," and blah, blah, blah. Well, I thought, "Oh, please don't ask me." I had everything, my whole life is in this red folder, and I brought it with me. I mean, that's pathetic that's my whole life sitting in that red folder. But my advice is you need to get a red folder and get it all together. Keep it together. And if you're younger, start getting it together. And you've got certified copies of it. And I thought, okay, my first husband, please do something for me at least this time. And I handed her the marriage, the marriage license with me from me. And she looked at it and then she turned it over and it had another thing on the back side and it had my maiden name, which matched my driver's license. So she said, "Okay, I see your maiden name here. Yes, um, I don't see a problem." She said, "Spell me your middle name for me." I'm like, "Uh-oh." Uh, Now my middle name is Lynette, Lynnette. That's my middle name. It's always. And then she said, "Spell your middle name." I'm like, "Oh Lord, what did it say on that birth certificate?" And I'm thinking, "Okay, Lannette." And I thought, please let that be right. And she said, "Yeah, that's what you got." She was looking at the birth certificate. She didn't no more care about that Kathleen on there than anything. She never mentioned it. Most people don't know how to spell Kathleen. They get it wrong every time. So anyway, she had a lot of common sense. It's common sense. Uh, I said, she said, "Well, what is it you're wanting to do?" I said, "I'm wanting to take my maiden name off my driver's license so I can be correct uh, with my home. My home is not in that name. My home is Kathleen Lynette Thayer. It doesn't have a Jones on it at all. I don't want any problems. My bank is Kathleen Thayer. There's no Jones." I said, I don't want any problems, especially if something, happens to my husband or something happens to me. And and I said, "In AI, it's got to be accurate with AI. It can't be a little bit and say, yeah, that's you. No, it's got to be totally accurate with AI." She said, "You're right. Everything now, man, they really want it exact." I'm like, "Oh no, please." And she said, "Okay." A lot of people sometimes leave their um, maiden name on the driver's license. I said, "Yes, ma'am. That was my thought when I first did that. But I was stupid because I didn't have anything else named like that, and I didn't know anything about AI at that time. There was no AI, and but just for the sake of me talking here, maybe you should take a look at your own things and see if you're going to be okay with AI. You know, in the end, and you know, if you got to go to out of town, away from the city to get somebody to pay attention to you and have common sense. Good old country people, they have common sense. They're not trying to hurt somebody, trying to run somebody off. And who cares about that old white bag? Go away. That's the way I was treated. And I told her that. I said, I was treated terrible. I said I got there when they opened and there was no place to sit. And the line went all the way across through the parking lot and across the road and into the church lot. And we sat in our car over there, the church lot, and all day long. And then they closed on me. Uh, and I said, I can't go through that again. She said, oh my gosh, no. She said, I'm going to give you a star. The stars go in the airplane. And when I got back to leave, I told my husband, I said, I got a star. She gave me a gold star for being a good person. You know what his answer was? Well, I guess I'll just have to drive and you can fly. I thought, that is a stupid man. You damn right, I'm going to fly and you're going to drive. Oh, God. Men are stupid. But instead of saying, that's wonderful, man, we got it all straight. He's like, oh, well, I guess I'll just have to drive. Oh, God. This coffee is good. And I'd love to give y'all a cup. Or whatever you're drinking. Some people don't drink coffee. I'm not a hot tea drinker. I wished I was. Now, I have drank hot tea. I drank hot tea in a lot of restaurants when I traveled. But I never drank it at home. I mean, I've got some. I could make a cup of tea. And I probably should. I'd probably be a lot healthier. Oh, and speaking of your health, I seem to be learning about health just like a little too late. Or they say, well, it's never too late. But I didn't know the teeth affected the whole body. Y'all know I've been having my teeth worked on, and I think my dentist has run away. But anyway, I'm not in pain, and I still got a few to eat with, but I do have some gaps. Anyway, I have learned that the teeth in the mouth is the beginning of the gut. And I've also learned that being constipated in and out will blow you up. And you might not notice it. You might think, oh, I've gained weight. Or, I've got a weight problem. Or is this genetic? Is this my family? Or were they fat? I'm fat. No, they probably had problems like you, getting constipated, in and out. When I was at home, girl at home, I never got constipated. I mean, never. I don't ever remember being constipated as a child. And there were some things we didn't have because we were so poor, and maybe that was a good thing. We didn't have meats. The only meats my mama had was she would put in a big pot and cook. That would be maybe some beef bones or pig bones, or that cut, God, I can't get it out of my mouth what that is. That block of fat, that salt meat. Salt meat, that's it. Um, and then once in a blue moon, on my daddy's payday, it was a good payday, she'd get hamburger meat, and we'd all have a home-cooked hamburger. Well, and then I ate a lot of stuff from the garden, or a lot of things that came off of trees and bushes, you know, blackberry picking and all that kind of stuff, and orange trees and pear trees. We ate a lot of things off of plants, and where am I going with this? I wish I need somebody to sit here beside me and say, uh, remember you were here, remember there, you've done run away again. Or maybe I need a hot seat that would, or I got it, a choker collar. I need a choker collar. That's what I need. When I'm going crazy and talking crazy, it needs to buzz. Bzz. I know what I was talking about. Learning about health as you get over. Over. Yeah, over. When you get older. Um, Edema, fluid. And I got my attention to it. And uh, one day I got up here and this was swollen like this. And I thought, is my face big? And I'd go into the bathroom. And I said, I think my face is big. And I thought, what is that? What would that be doing? And I have lately gotten fluid on me. And every time I've mentioned that, oh, you're eating salt. Oh, drink more water. Oh, that has nothing to do with it. It may have a little to do with it, but it don't have much to do with it. It's being constipated, in and out. You think, oh, well, I'm not constipated. I got diarrhea. I got diarrhea. Diarrhea is a form of constipation. Didn't know. Diarrhea is the way your body is trying to unblock your system. It's trying to force out a blockage in there. And so then you begin to gain fluid in the body because you're infecting yourself by keeping that poop in there. And wow, I mean, I'm trying to figure this thing out, which I never knew. I just thought constipation, and then there was you're eating too much dry stuff, too much bread, whatever. You ate some cheese or whatever you did. And then the diarrhea was, oh, what did I eat to get all this diarrhea? Oh, what did I eat? A corn or what did I eat? It made me have all this diarrhea. And sometimes, it's like I said, the diarrhea is to try to get that blockage out. Your body has a way of trying to save you, even though we're mistreating our bodies, it's trying to save you. Okay, I'm going to stop talking about constipation and diarrhea. Uh, but anyway, that's what I've learned. I've been teaching myself stuff ever since I didn't go to school. So, stay in school. I don't think I have any young people on my site. I may. If I have some really young people, speak up. I have this mark for uh, not for children, and the reason I do is because they put you through so much just to say for children. So I don't mind children watching me. I hope I don't say anything worse than their own grandma would say. Grandmas are direct. They say things direct and right out. They don't hold back because what's the point? I mean, you get down in life and you thought, oh, I'm not afraid. You're not afraid to say things anymore. You don't want to hurt anybody. You don't want to say things that hurt people. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm just talking about I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. Let's go in here and look at my aquarium again. But I am, like I said, I'm elated that that I'm getting. As soon as I get that card, I got it. Getting my name correct. Now, I'm at peace. I feel like, oh yeah, I'm uh, I'm good. I'm good to go. So, hope I'm gonna let y'all see my aquarium too. There we go. Now this is Saturday. Are y'all proud? I'm starting to learn my days. Oh gosh. Let's see. I'm gonna try and turn y'all around if I can. aquarium behind me. Because I don't think I better just show you the aquarium. There we go. Now, here we are. It's part of it anyway. Well, I'm at a 20-minute mark. And I guess I'm gonna need to close this off so it'll come on sometime today. But like I said, I'm just still happy about my license. I just can't get over it. That it happened so easily. Maybe I need to go out there if I ever need to go to the doctor or the hospital or anything. Maybe I need to drive all the way out there and go because it's not fun here. You know, sometimes there's too many of us. You know. But anyway, thank all of y'all that said prayers for me and crossed your toes for me. And it worked. And I could feel all of y'all with your hands on me. I really could. I could feel it. And I just was worried about myself that I'd go in there and talk stupid and mess up. And when I got in there and he says, uh, what does this say here, right here? I said, I don't know. I can't see very well. And I'm like, okay, Kathleen, there you go. You're in a driver's license place and you're telling them you can't see good? Are you stupid or something? Yeah. Straighten up and fly right. Get it together and do this right. So I said, yes, sir. You know, I knew what it said. I've looked at it so many times. I said, yes, sir. That's my maiden name right there. He said, okay. He said, well, I asked you that before. And I'm like, uh-oh. I said, yes, sir. You know, he's a young guy. And I thought, okay, calm down. Calm down. There's nobody in here but me. Nobody in there but me. Is that crazy? And he said, okay, we'll have a seat there and I'll fix you up. And so I sat down in these huge rows of chairs and nobody there. So I told Vic, I said, I need to go to the restroom. When I came back, he said, you're on number 4. Oh, okay. So I walked over there and stood behind a lady. She was already being helped, and another lady waved me over. She said, come on over here. I'll fix you up. So I went over there, and everything went wonderful, wonderful. I just kept control of my stupid mouth. I'm always saying stupid things. So keep control. Don't talk. Only say what you've been asked, and don't extend it. Well, y'all have a great day, and thank you again for everything. Bye bye.